in Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Swoongate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Swoongate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
Well, good morning, all of you and your dogma snuggies. Time to come out, if you can. It's 8 o'clock Pacific genocide time. So much to talk about. Wow, what a freaking horrendous freaking time we're in. Holy cow. I will just say this. I will start off this show simply by saying this. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. I don't believe in killing another human being for any reason, at any circumstances. Ever, never, ever, never. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. That was the people killing him. That has nothing to do with we're coming up on Christmas, whether he was the Son of God or not. The philosophy. The reality. I was in that subway drop, that exact subway drop. You guys know I was. There's a video in that sound drop of my yellow towels laying right there. Off Bedford, in Brooklyn. Went over to freaking Bushwick to see the artists making the dolphins for the greatest parade in human history. The greatest parade in human history, well, at least American history, bar none, was a climate march. 450,000. I had troubles. Some people gave me a lot of shit because we had our elephants on the wood sticks, and I took a lot of shit and got in a lot of trouble, and a lot of was not authority. Who they thought they were law enforcement, Al Gore's bitches in the parade. New York City Police they were great. They're always freaking great. You know, there's a few handful. It is the apparatus, there be. You know, they divided up. Giuliani caused that. 9/11 caused that. George Bush caused that. How can retaliating by killing two innocent people mean it? I mean, it's beyond disgusting. It's heartbreaking. What the fuck is the matter with people? And if you think that just one isolated instance, think about the Bundy fucking pedophile fucking welfare mooching clan down there in Nevada. Fucking Sean Hannity down there with his hairspray, whipping it up, whipping it up, whipping it. There's the problem right there, Fox News. Whip it up, whip it. CNN credibility not there. Trying to create a race, fucking, well, when this has nothing to do with race, trying to whip up the fucking crazies, which they whip them up. Remember that fucking crazy kid crying all over YouTube? Was down there fucking protesting with the Bundy clan, walked in fucking Las Vegas and executed style 2 fucking cops there. What does it matter with people? How can fucking anybody justify killing innocent people at any time, anywhere, any place? I can't fucking breathe. Really? You think about it. This guy chokes this fucking guy to death, okay? What about the fucking 15 other cops that just sit there and watched him die? Okay, after he's got him in the chokehold, illegal as fuck, there's where the problem stemmed. You have a culture in fucking New York City of the so-called elite fucking top who are putting their own officers in fucking danger over and over and over and over. Let's make no mistake about it. 90% of all fucking cops, especially in New York City, are wonderful people. I know a lot of them. I have so much experience with New York City. And by the way, the whole term law enforcement, they need to get rid of that term. They're not law enforcement. That's what courts and judges are for. And the Constitution. Oh, was. Mission accomplished. Giuliani ought to be fucking ashamed of himself, that phony fucking lying rat. And by the way, talk to any New York City fireman about Giuliani. You know, the radios didn't work because Giuliani had a backdoor deal going with Motorola. You know, they were telling him, get out, get out. The radios did not work. I mean, the whole apparatus broken. Oh, fuck yeah. Try CNN, Fox News, all these things. You go to, in New York City, you talk to a fucking cop. They're not going to buy into this whole fucking thing, it's us against them. They won't. I'm telling you. When I was in, I have some great videos. Right there at that exact identical drop. When he shot those two, I knew that they would not be white. Because in that part of Brooklyn, the law enforcement represents the dichotomy of the populace there. I'm like, Fox News getting ready. Now, you think about Fox News. They double down on fucking their sickening, grotesque racism. Mark Furman has a permanent position there. Boy, you fight with your minds. I believe in vendettas. I believe in justice. I believe in all that. But not through violence. This is de Blasio's fault? I don't think so. The dichotomy was set in place before de Blasio was elected. The fear complex. The fucking scam of 9/11. What the fuck? I mean, it is outrageous to me. And I would like to say this, when we were in Washington, D.C. protesting, how awesome were the cops with us? How great were they? I mean, New York White House security, awesome with us. Incredible, great people. I can't believe how nice they were to me, how good they were to me. Now, Homeland Security, that's a different animal. That's a whole different animal. Evil? Balco. I'll tell you where I've had the most problems. In Southern California. I've never had a problem with a cop in New York City in my life, ever. And I know a lot of them. They've always been very cordial to me. I remember being right in that drop, right in that exact drop. You know, going over there to find the guys making the dolphins, the artists. Which, by the way, those dolphins in the parade were awesome. All the artists, everybody that participated in that parade. The greatest parade, it was so grand. It was so awesome. It was amazing. And go ask any freaking New York City cop about that. You know, they'll tell you the same thing. They loved it. It's the powers there be. It's the fear it's the populace. Just like a guy comes to me today. You know, I mean, it blows my mind. I'm so disgusted with the YouTube crowd, the internet crowd. It's called alternative media, which there's no alternative media. You think about them. You know, they're all talking about their predictions of 2014, their predictions of 2030. All I've heard since 2008, the market's going to crash, the market's going to crash, the market's going to crash. When the market just makes new highs, all-time highs every year. Gold's going to the moon when gold crashes. Silver's going to the moon when silver crashes. It's called opportunity cost. These stocks are going crazy. How could they not? They pay no fucking... I had a guy come to me today and says, well, what about when they reset the currency? What? These people are fucking completely fucking insane. Dogma, ignorant beyond. They reset the currency between 2003 and 2006 when your fucking minds were all fucking on fucking bombing the fucking sand niggers. Kill the sand niggers, you fucking racist, ignorant fucks. When you take out a fucking map, you can take out a map. Yeah, none of them can fucking tell Saudi Arabia from fucking Louisiana, let alone Saudi Arabia from Iraq, from Afghanistan. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. They're still there. He's all gone. Went off to fucking Viet Cong to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. They're still there. He's all gone. Went off to Iraq to get a big old sack. Oh, ISIS, how nice is. Wow. Wow. As America falls for it. We're not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. Fucking, what the fuck is the matter with this place? This place has fucking lost its ignorant fucking mind. America drunk on ignorance and power. I cannot fucking stand it anymore. Oh, the fucking, I mean, this Gary Hunter, Gerald Celente, fucking Max Kaiser, all these fucking, they're fucking morons finance economically. Fucking stupid. Dumber than fucking dirt, and they're fucking, the proof of everything they done proves it. Oh, fuck, we went off the gold standard. They know nothing about the fucking gold standard. Oh, the Federal Reserve, they know nothing about the Federal Reserve. And look at that fucking video that I do with Anonymous in front of the Federal Reserve, and I talk about whose name's on the Federal Reserve. He called himself the great socialist. Oh, we're going to become socialists. You wish we would become socialists. Socialist, communist, capitalist, none of the above. Neo-feudalism, absolutely. Monarchies, kings. Oh, we've got to take these elites apart at any fucking cost. Well, it's real simple. It's always been in a fucking Western civilization for 2,000 years. Longer than that. There's only one way to fucking stop a globalist. Only one way to take apart a fucking monarchy, a fucking neo-feudalist system, which that's exactly what we are, a fascist system. Tariff. It's that fucking simple. Yeah, you talk about that, people just, they can't fucking wrap their mind around. Economically? No, philosophically. Socially. Look it up. Look it up. Before the Bill of Rights. This is not a democracy. You don't even hear politicians, this is not a democracy. Please. This is a republic with a constitution that used to have a constitution. So you backdoor and take away the constitution, what do you have? You have a republic that has evolved into a fascist state. Think about it. Russia's finally, the lights come on with Russia. Putin's finally pulled out and says, I'm not going to play ball with the fucking globalist elites. I'm not doing it. A little late. Oh, I'd say a little late. He says, bring all your money home. Raise interest rate to 16%. Cut them off. Will it work? Yeah, it's a long, hard road to hoe. The Tariff Act of 1789 or 1791, before the Bill of Rights, to incentivize buying homemade goods, to protect your people, to pay off the debt. You seen the debt lately? Anybody talking about it? You looked at it? Oh, it's going to happen, could happen, would happen. The dollar's going to crash. The fucking dollar's fucking getting stronger fucking every fucking year for 5 years in a row. Debt cap bounce? The Fed fucking wore its fucking welcome out? Absolutely. Alan fucking Greenspan. The clinical psychiatrist comes out and fucking regurgitates what I've been saying for 30 fucking years, since fucking 1987. How Ayn Rand participated in turning America into a selfish, greedy nation. So go to against their own. This country is the most ignorant populace in the history of humanity, and that is no commentary. None. Is this country gone? Gone. This generation? Gone. They're willing to die. As California, and people can argue, you go to California now, Southern California, I spent half my fucking life back and forth from the fucking San Diego County. It's unrecognizable. The incredible, most beautiful females on the face of the earth, physically, spiritually, mentally, they're gone. I'm here to tell you, they're gone. There's none of them there. You don't even see them. The landscape, gone. The greatest ecosystem on earth, it's undebatable. It's California. I mean, you go through California, you go there, oh my God. Oh, by the way, my great-great-grandfather is the guy who found the Golden Suitors. Wow. It's an amazing story how quickly the genocide of California. California, rest in peace. Hardcore soft porn. You are so beautiful. To me, we lost one of the greatest artists of our time. Joe Cocker died yesterday. What a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant artist. Remember him moving around, everybody's like, what is this guy doing? Throwing his body around, flinging his hands around, whatever. By the way, that's called emotional intelligence, and it cannot be recreated. It can't be recreated. People in communications, universities, and programs try to recreate. They can't. You cannot recreate emotional intelligence. That's what existed in the 60s and the 70s. Why do you think we had all that beautiful fucking music and all that incredible music? Yeah, those guys who made all the music. Now, don't you love it? Guys like Tom Schultz from Boston, Bob Seger, these counterculturists they claim to be. They would never sell. Bob Seger was one of the greatest sellouts in fucking human history. Boston and fucking MIT. Oh, an anti-corporate guy. People living in competition. All I want's my peace of mind. Oh, really? They're all like that. They're all fucking, as long as they got money. When they go broke, oh no. That piece of shit, Brad Delp's dead. He was Boston. That piece of shit Schultz takes it all. Without Brad Delp's voice, they're nothing. So I go see him. We would like to introduce, we have a special guest today on stage with us. This is the counter-corporate fucking Tom Schultz. We have a fucking guest from American Idol. They have pretty dolphins up on the giant screen swimming around. We're raising money to save the ocean. So I go back, talk to fucking some of their handlers. What about Fukushima? What? Huh? They're fucking frauds. Fucking full-blown out frauds. People can badmouth Don Henley and the fucking Eagles all they want, saying, oh, they're elitists. But I'll say one thing. He has never, ever, those guys have never sold one piece of fucking music to any corporate fucking whore. Never. And they take pride in it. Good for them. Good for them. It's amazing what's happened to the art. It's amazing what's happened to the culture. I mean, we sit back, I can't fucking breathe. Literally, the Pacific Ocean. So you're down there, I've talked to so many marine biologists, and they all want to argue with me. Oh, this Fukushima, but then they'll turn around and say, yes, the ocean's dying. Yeah, the starfish are all dying. Sea lions fucking dying. The algae's dying. It's all fucking dying. So they want to sit and have a debate while it's dying, just like I can't breathe. The corporate fucking whores, the nuclear cartel chokes it out, but the so-called people that are fucking friends of the earth or whatever are supposed to be saving it, they stand by and watch it die. So you're going to sit and debate while it's dying, but the fact is it's fucking dying. Undebatable. Yet nobody's trying to save her. No one. I mean, I tell them, well, what does it matter? What's fucking killing it? It's fucking dying. Why don't we try to rescue her? Let's fight for her. As those, she defends me, I defend her. By the way, I've been a little sick the last couple of days. It's, I want people to understand, it's very nerve-wracking when you have the disease that I have and you get sick. AML leukemia, for some reason, de novo, the type I have, is extremely similar to AIDS. You surely don't get it the same way, but the byproduct is very similar if you can survive the heavy. It's like this asshole sent me this fucking thing about chemo in children. This is what really pisses me off. Oh, they're killing our kids with fucking chemo leukemia. Do you realize what the fucking survival rate is on juvenile leukemia right now because of medicine, modern medicine? You know it's 99%? Over 99%. Do you know what it was just 10 years ago? Do you know what it was 20 years ago? Those kids died. They don't die now. And they use chemo. It's a fucking pill. You fucking assholes. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. I'm so sick and tired of these armchair doctors, these armchair economists that never did shit their whole fucking lives. They wake up one day because they fucking were a bunch of lazy pieces of shit, fucking smoking weed, hippie critted out, or fucking just fucking going, getting their guns and licking their fucking gold bars, and they wake up and fucking realize fifth grade knowledge. And then they go down a rabbit hole. Like they've discovered something new that everybody else fucking knows. It's amazing to me, the fucking armchair fucking doctors. They're pathetic. They need to sit down and shut the fuck up. That asshole in Texas, this snake oil salesman, that fucker's responsible for more death than Hitler. These sick fuckers, don't you realize this dogma that you spread with no experience is murder? It's fucking death. People believe you, stupid fuckers. When you get sick or get a little cold like I get, it's very nerve-wracking. My immune system's slowly coming back, slowly. AML de novo, even a few years ago, which I have, is a 100% death sentence. Through medicine, through my own fight, there's a very few people starting to survive it now. Very few, but it's happening. These are evolving diseases. Like I said, you don't get it the same way, but the byproduct, and then, of course, Marshall, my good friend, and our whole group that went in there. We all got sick at the same time, the summer of 2011, the fall of 2011. The number one leukemia unit in the fucking country, maybe the world we're in. They take the hardest of the hardest. There's only a couple of us fucking left alive. Marshall's got the fucking, he's a young man. He's been all over KSL. He and I had to make decisions at the same time. We're friends. What a battle that young man's been in. Just barely had been married. By the way, lives in Bountiful. Right there by Stair Cycle. By their refineries. He's using the new treatment that was developed in St. Louis by a doctor. Well, I had fucking the disease in my body. This doctor, they've been an experiment. An experiment. He's like my story. You know, it's going to give you leukemia, it's going to give you leukemia, and then you get it. It's like Rachel Carson. He got it. So a human lab rat himself with his own experimental drug, which was a byproduct of the AIDS virus. It worked. So Marshall's one of the very first ones in Philadelphia. So, you know, in fact, I've even told a couple girls, they're like, Kevin, how come you won't have anything to do with this anymore? You used to fucking, you know. And I'm like, well, because I've told more than one female. That I said, this is because you're the one that gave it to me. They laugh, what? Yeah. Yeah, and it's amazing to me why I was in the unit. I was in that unit a long, long fucking time. A lot of people knew that I was in the unit. People that are close to me, you know, ex-wives, ex-lovers, ex-friends, ex-fucking really close business partners, different people, whatever. It's amazing to me how few people would even come to see me and they all thought I was dying, you know, which even the doctors thought I would fucking never come out of there. You know, everybody assumed that, and, you know, for a very good reason. So you talk to them now. You're telling them, well, fuck, I was in there for a long fucking time. How come you didn't come see me? Say goodbye to me, you know, whatever. Because Americans they don't want anything uncomfortable. You know, I have invited on my YouTube site, on my Facebook site, and there's plenty of people right here in Utah that watch it. Come on down to the fucking unit with me. They don't just let anybody come in there. My doctors gave me permission to do it. You know, come with me. Come sit with me. You know, come watch this incredible, incredible place. They won't. Americans won't even think about death. They won't even be inevitable. The reality. Americans have so fucking checked out with reality. Like I said, economically, they're talking about fucking the dollar crashing. When the dollar crashes, do you realize? I mean, I'm standing here looking at a painting that I was doing in 2000. I did this painting in January 2007. And I used a lot of financial graphing and whatnot on it. The euro had went from 75 cents to $1.47. The euro from 2003 to 2007 went from 75 cents to $1.60. Now, one thing that the Queen's been able to do is, like, as far as the gold pieces goes. Oh, go back on the gold standard. Oh, fuck yeah, she'd love you to go back on the gold standard. Who owns the gold mines? You know, it's like, oh, China's buying up all the gold. Why the fuck would China buy any gold on the open market when they could just dig a hole and fucking get all they want out of the ground? Which they do. How do they mine the gold? How do they mine the silver? They use slaves. There's no tool like the human hand. And the human hand, when it can work for free, Apple, that's how they mine. You know, that's how most of the mining goes on in the world. All over the world. They fucking use human slaves, and they dig through their fucking... Tell them, oh, you might find a piece of gold, but then they take it from them. Same with diamonds. Diamonds are not rare. I mean, this whole thing that was shoved down your throat to go buy your wife a diamond ring when you get... Fuck, De Beers fucking Carl Rhodesia, they're still laughing all the way to the fucking bank. Fuck these fucking... You know, by the way, you can make them out of zirconium through the heat. Oh, is that what they're up to at Fukushima, Japan? Yeah, maybe. Western Zirconium's right behind my house. The secret Moxie fuel plant. They've had Zerk fires out there, and then they wonder why everybody's dead around here from cancer. You can make diamonds out of zirconium. Huh. Maybe that's what I'll change from Futonium. You know, maybe the pools of fluid. Diamonds, yeah, Shane, let's go get some. Chinese are buying up gold. Oh, Indians, they love to wear gold jewelry. Yeah, that fucking 37 cents a day they make. Do the math. Yeah, if they can live to be 164 and save every penny made, maybe they can buy a bar. Ha! Fucking, you've been had. Silver, Max Kaiser guarantees, episode 496. He's got this moron in Manhattan. I will guarantee gold's going up from here. I emailed Max that day and says, I will guarantee it'll go down. Just because you guarantee it'll go up, that's how pathetic you fucking people are. I mean, the whole fucking culture. The dollar's going to crash. We're going to reset the currency. Where the fuck was you in 2003, 4, 5, 6? What? I mean, I was in Manhattan when the EU president. Now let's talk about the euro. I was a derivative arbitrage specialist on Wall Street. Hedging portfolios back when there was a real hedge fund, before the computers fucking completely took it over and wiped it out. I used to have to price every single fucking currency. You know, fucking punt, you know, lira, I mean, oh my God, peso, I mean, franc, it was a beyond a beast. You know, the ever-flowing thing, the euro. Was the euro put together as an economic thesis? No. The euro was put together so those people who live right next door to each other, as they divided up fucking lines and created flag waving and boundaries, don't fucking kill each other. You know, people don't understand how horrific World War I was. How did it happen? One war, family war? I mean, my God. I mean, go to fucking Belgium as they bell tolls. Wow. They don't want that to happen again because they know it is human white Anglo-Saxons and fucking Europeans love to kill each other. They love to divide up. They're fucking, I mean, think about it. Columbus. Now, I actually have a leather buck. I have one. So, think about this dynamic. Columbus, DeSoto goes to paddling canoe right there in Knoxville, Megan Rice. By the way, if you ever get a chance, go into that museum. East Tennessee Museum is magnificent. It is something else. Columbus, raping, murdering, DeSoto raping, murdering, fucking evil fucks. Yeah, let's have another holiday. Fukushima, the new Columbus. But in the West, the Spanish missions along California, 29 different groups of indigenous people living in harmony. They used leather bucks for currency. The number one thing for use for currency historically has been feathers. You know, dodo birds. Why do you think the queen extincted them? So you'd have to use her gold. And her, well, now it's uranium, plutonium wars. Stones. California, they use leather bucks. Animal hides? Yeah. Spaniards would come in their ships for 350 years. Right there to San Diego. Baltz Bay. Right there into the mission. They would trade their goods, whatever. 21 missions up along there. There's my grandpa that came there. He actually fought the Mormon Battalion. Actually fought in the name, the so-called Christian wars. He and others defended the indigenous people. They were their friends. They lived in harmony. No, but here's what happened. So you started out this country. You know, by the way, Columbus was not the first one here. That is such another fairy tale. Of course, Erickson was here long before that. But let's go that in the East. The arrogance of that. There have been boats and dinghies found in Northern California, in people's backyards. Chinese dinghies that have been dated 100 years before Columbus was ever freaking here in the United States. Many, many decades before Erickson ever set foot here. How do you think the natives got here, so-called natives? Where did they come from? They were originally Chinese? Yeah, hello. That's how long they've been here. It's amazing. When I was at the parade, they said, oh, if you're native, American, you go to the front. I says, last I checked, I was born in the United States. Oh, fuck Utah. I guess maybe I wasn't. Utah's trying to say, oh, we're independent. It's unbelievable. They send back their own tax dollars. I was thrown off Medicaid. Why? I don't know. Why I'm in treatment sick? Well, I know. Ideologues. They do it to a lot of people here right now. Mike Lee, the government mooch, who's mooched $600,000 off the government. His house in foreclosure. Chase, the government bailed him out and bailed his house in foreclosure. Who's the teabagger, the physical side, kick these fucking welfare mooches off. Which I paid in so much fucking money. I paid in millions of dollars in my career to that system. Cut off. That's what they're doing, sending our own money back. You pay your federal taxes here in your federal, and then they deny your own money back. Cut your nose off to spite your face. It's so outrageous. Gold. Really? That's your fucking answer. Now, being manipulated. No shit. No shit. Fuck, that's like saying the sun come up. It's manipulated by definition, and it's deception. A fucking piece of metal that's in the fucking ground. I mean, you think about it. It's everywhere. Oh, China's going to buy up fucking all that fucking gold. No, they're not. Why would they fucking do that when they could just go dig a hole and take all they want out of the fucking ground? Throw their slaves into the hole and say, fucking use their human hands here, give it to me. And that's exactly what they do. Wealth creators. Creating wealth out of nothing. It's been going on since the time of fucking man. All fucking money is a fucking mode of exchange. That's all it's ever been. That's all it's ever been. Wealth isn't money. Wealth is the fabric of a society. This fucking society has come unraveled. Completely unraveled. Everybody in America is divided. They're in a dog's hand. They've divided up. They divided up on teams. I'm a fucking Republican right fucking mentally ill lunatic that completely took it over. I watched Fox News, got Mark Furman, a racist, on fucking television. Hardcore racists doubling fucking down with their incredible fucking dogma. Fucking feel comfortable about executing a person at any fucking cost. Judge, jury, executioner all across America. Then you got the far fucking left elitists. Oh, look at me. I've got my fucking false fucking real estate fucking values in California and San Francisco that rose up like water. I hear the voices of my great-granddaughters. They don't hear the voices of anybody but themselves. California, rest in peace. So here they come across this great land. They migrate west. First, they fucking execute all the buffalo. Kill for just to fucking say, oh, fuck, we get a quarter apiece for the hides. Slaughtered them by the thousands and many, fucking hundreds of thousands just to watch them die. This is the evil of man. Californians should be fucking ashamed. They're passive-aggressive, hypocrite, fucking silicone sandals, fake fucking breast, Botox, and they look like shit. And I will say this right now. While I'm at the San Onofre hearing, I've done so much work on the shutdown of fucking San Onofre for 40 fucking years. These friends of the earth want to take credit for that. Fuck. They almost blew the whole fucking gig. Arnie Gundershield? Fucking, hi, I'm Fair. I'm Fair Winds. Hi, I'm Fair. Hi, I'm Ken Musler. Hi, I'm Helen. Will you come buy another book from me? They're not anti-nuclear activists. Passive-aggressive fucking devils of the worst kind. We have them here in Utah. They're the fucking most evil. I'm sitting in the hearing. Lori can fucking witness this. And I won't even say who it was. One of the bigwigs for Friends of the Earth. Oh, hi, Kev. Yeah, hi. We start talking. Well, I'm not so sure it's not a bad idea just to dump it into the Pacific Ocean. We're talking about San Onofre in the waste. We've been doing it for 50 years anyway. What? These are Californians that are supposed to worship the fucking mighty blue lady, which generations for millions of years have worshipped that fucking spiritual being. The mother of all life, Darwin, is the ocean. It's where all life came from, all of it. We're doing that as it's fucking dying. Oh, you're going to sit and argue why it's dying. Well, they just stands there and watches it fucking die. Do not forget this. When this punk fucking chokes this guy to death in New York City, look at the other videos. Of all race, cops, civilians, people just stand there. No urgency, no 911, nobody panicking, nobody giving him mouth to mouth. What happened to Good Samaritan laws? and watching guys. That's exactly what's going on in California. Exactly. Oh, look at our houses. Growth economy, growth economy. We got more false bravado on our false, fake fucking real estate values. By the way, which is a fallacy. Talk to somebody down there about their fucking insurance and their property tax. I mean, they're paying fucking $2, $3, $4 grand a fucking month in property tax and insurance. You go to Ireland, they'll say, oh, how come you in America can't own anything? What are you talking about? Property tax. Why do you think Apple, Google, all these places have relocated 10 years ago to Ireland? There's no tax. They'll say, Ireland says, oh, we're going to end that. Then let's move to another place with no tax. Oh, maybe here. These fuckers have looted America, and they're fucking blatant in your face about looting America. They feel good about it. I mean, I've been ranting and raving about the Apple thesis for decades, Steve Chinese Jobs. That's my term, by the way. I've been ranting and raving about it forever. Now, you think about this. I'm in New York City, 4 Flood Wall Street. So there's 450,000 so-called human rights activists, climate activists there. iPhone 6 is coming out. In the most evil fucking man's building of all time, Anderson Vanderbilt. His granddaddy. The public be damned. Grand Central Station. There's an Apple store in there. The historical, metaphorical significance of that is so gigantic. It's unbelievable how gigantic it is. So I'm going over there. I put all over my Facebook and YouTube videos. Come on. This is New York City, remember? 26 million people a day in that city. 9 million people live there. I'm like, well, there'll be activists all over. I go in there, lined down the stairs, through Grand Central both ways, up the fucking aisles, down through the portals, out the doors, down the streets, up fucking Park Avenue. So I'm protesting, I'm talking to people, hey, I'm trying to find people of Chinese descent and African-American descent for the most, but I'm going after everybody. Hey, your ancestors, your family, Chinese, do you have family in China? Yeah. Don't you realize that these are being made by slaves? Won't talk to me. Just turn their head. Young African-American males. Affluent looking at young African-American males. Hey, you the great-great-grandson of Am Bell slave? Yeah. You do know these are being made by slaves. Turn their back. None of them do interviews with me. I will say this about one young man. He come up to me right after I got in the video. He turned my back when I was shooting videos and whatever, and he walked up to me and he says, Kevin, he says, when I saw you, I knew, oh, God, because I watch your videos. And he says, I was embarrassed. And you're right. And he got out of line and left. I mean, you want to stop a globalist. You want to stop the elites. And you're going to do it by getting a gun and some gold bars. They're laughing. They're fucking laughing. Tell me this. So you go hoard all your guns, get your Glock, get your fucking AK-47. By the way, I live in the home of the fucking Browning. The guy who invented the AK-47 called it the greatest weapon of mass destruction in history. That's the guy who invented it. A fucking thing that can mass murder that much that cost $9 to make. Well, back then he said it cost $2 to make. He just passed away, by the way. So you think about that. They'll let you buy them all you want. They'll let you guys go to the fucking range and fucking buy $4 a bullet and spend fucking $500 for a fucking daily outing. That you should be going on a picnic with your family that would be free. Which our father's generation did with us. Load you up in the station wagon and fucking go for a fucking drive to the mountains. Set up a fucking tent and have a picnic with Mom and the fucking family. Maybe the cousins, maybe the neighbors. Instead now, it's like here in Mormon in Utah, family home evening on Mondays. What are we doing again for family home evening again tonight, Mom? Oh, well, Dad says we're going to the shooting range again. So they'll let you buy all of them you want. I'm all for fucking, I guess, I'm all for all amendments of the Constitution. But this drawing a line in the sand that, let's get real about the fucking Bill of Rights. It was left open for a very good reason. How long, do you think the First Amendment is more important than the 27th Amendment? Do you think the 26th is more important than the second one? They're not. They're equally weighted. The Constitution's been amended. Well, this is the longest in the history that it hasn't been amended legally. Now, they amended the Constitution illegally with the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act is the greatest amendment to the Constitution in U.S. history. How many votes does it take to amend the United States Constitution? Not majority. Not even a fucking anti-filibuster. What is it, 2/3 in both houses? You know, it's just like this guy who's teaching my old class. His name's Monty Ogden. Dumber than fuck. He's fucking tried to tell me the other day. This is a guy teaching U.S. economic history, which was the #1 school of business in the United States when I taught there. Oh, fuck, Kevin's been blackballed since he got cancer because he went YouTube fucking crazy. Oh, let's see. You go from #1 via the chest, they can't even make the top 3 or 1. The only difference between FDR and Barack Obama is everything Congress asked FDR to give him, they gave him, and Obama and I said, you're so full of shit. Look it up. How many vetoes did FDR sign? How many? He'll say it to himself. How did I change from being he was an oligarch. Hello. Let's see, he had polio. He understood pain. Huh. Married to frickin' that crazy mentally ill fucking psycho fucking Teddy's fucking brother's fucking daughter. Lesbian. He says the American populace made me change. They grew a conscience. Hooverville. Not now. So you're going to fucking buy your gold bars. How is that going to save you? How is that some kind of defiance against the fucking royal? That's exactly what they want you to do. Go get your fucking guns. By the way, they'll let you have all the guns you want. All you want. Put one on your body and walk outside. Pull one. They're coming with the SWAT fucking team, with fucking drawn. You're no match. We got a saying out west here, you're out fucking gunned. And you think that you're going to defend yourself. Oh, fuck, when they come put me in my FEMA camp, they're going to load us up, put on a FEMA camp. What? You don't need a fucking FEMA camp. You put yourself in a fucking FEMA camp and you're paying a fucking mortgage on it. It's amazing, the dogma in this fucking country. Maybe if they put you in a FEMA camp, you wouldn't be so fucking stupid. Maybe you could read a fucking book. You'd have some time instead of working 65 hours. You're willing to go to work at 4:30 in the morning. Some sorry-ass, pathetic piece of fucking shit job making fucking 17, 18 bucks an hour if you're lucky. When the average American in 1975 made $106,000 a year. Do the math. Working 40 hours. That's about $100 an hour, $120 an hour. Oh my God, those fucking auto workers were making $50, $60 an hour when fucking Roger and me, the CEO, is making $300 fucking million a year then. They make that $1 million a day. Giveaway, handout? Because you hand it to them. America has nothing to blame but themselves. It's so outrageous. You're fucking sitting talking about the fucking currency crashing when the currency crashed in 2003. We hope someday to have the euro equivalent to the dollar. 75 cents. Who knew 4 or 5 years ago it'd double? I love the great German economist. That's where I'll land. When this is all said and done, my guess, if I get healthy enough, strong enough, go out to my walk in California, do my gig, I'll probably end up there. CNBC. Well, you Germans, austerity going on, they tried to beat that fucking drum. They tried to fucking divide and conquer fucking Europe again, but Europe was too smart. Europe was way too smart. That's why they put the euro together. The euro has nothing to do with economics. The euro has to do with fucking social fabric so they don't kill each other. We are suffering. Yeah, God, it must be horrible over there in Europe. The economist looks at it and he says, if that's suffering, we are suffering at a high level. It's called logic. It's called reason. Now, the American Fed, by slashing the fucking rate grotesquely, forces the rest of the world into that dichotomy? Absolutely. Alan Greenspan destroyed the Fed. Is the Fed fucking gig up? Yes, the Fed should be fucking completely wiped out and restructured. I never thought I would fucking say that. But let's remember about fucking currency, and I used to teach this. And we go all the way back to Hamilton. We go back to the fucking first 8 employees of the United States Coast Guard. What were they there for? Not to save people drowning. Not to fucking watch weaponry coming into the United States and block. Not to watch drug traffickers coming in. No, watching tea and fucking East Indian cheap Chinese traffickers come in. To block the East India Company. Oh, why do those guys dress up like Indians and throw the tea over when white Anglo-Saxons were living in America for 150 years? Why then? Why then? Tired of cheap Chinese goods coming into America, and I love it. Oh, we flattened out the earth. Did you know the goods came in from China in 1776 quicker than they come in today? The sailors, the greatest craftsmen in the history of mankind, were boat builders. Sailors, they knew the fucking currents. Moby Dick. Somehow the arrogance that fucking people somehow were smarter than they were then. They were 10 times smarter than us. More connected with the earth by necessity. Salted the earth. On Balco. We are so disconnected with the earth. So you're California, so they come out across on the way to California, and it was my grandfather that started the fucking gold rush. Old man Suter fought and fought and fought and fought. He spent his whole fucking life in the courts trying to kick people off his fucking land. They're the ones who looked down the American River and saw the fucking gold as they walked up the fucking coast. The 21 missions. And if you don't believe me that this was the greatest geography in the world, you know, the stories of the Fountain of Youth that came from Florida and California, where did those come from? Back in the day, like when I was a child, or when I was a young man, boy. Oh, fuck. Go down to California. Go to San Diego. Spend fucking 2 months. Come home. You look and feel 20 years younger. The angle of the sun, the water, the people, the girls, the fucking animals, the landscape, the geography. That's simple. They knew that. They knew that. Why do you think they did not destroy it? They went in there. They did their business. Hung around. Read what any of the early Spanish explorers said about California. Look what they said about San Diego, the actuary. Look what they said. Most spectacular landscape on the face of the earth. They all said it. All of them. Because it was true. Fuck, what do you... Oh, San Diego, one of the great military cities. What? Fuck, when I was a kid, it was fucking horses and ranches and farmers. Produce farmers. Flowers. Before the greenhouse days, hundreds and hundreds of acres of flowers. Pistachios. Tomatoes. Fucking... People consulted the earth fucking farmers. It was so spectacular. Gone. I mean, it almost makes me cry. I go down to Pacific Beach, where I've spent half my fucking life. I walk fucking along the fucking streets that I've always walked. The little cute beach houses, up and down, chopped up divide. When somebody comes to you and say, hey, Mama's fucking beach house. I mean, my favorite over there, Janelle's fucking house. She just finally sold out. Known her my whole fucking life since I was a little boy. She used to have one of those original signs with just a simple little wave and the arrow pointing that way. Beach. Right there on fucking Reed. Such a grand, spectacular, incredible fucking place. The green flash. We caught a green flash, but it was a very different green flash on film. Gone. When they come to you and say, hey, Mama's house worth $3 million. Little teeny beach house. Built in the 1940s, 30s, 50s. Why? So we could chop it up into fucking 4 fucking bedroom apartments for Europeans and Americans to come visit. So when you go down there, you go to any of the beach communities, and boy, can I tell you, because I've been up and down them all, because I walk. When I go, I walk. Huntington Beach, Pismo, Avila, Oceanside, all of them, especially Pacific Beach. Get up in the morning. I mean, that's what Californians were famous for. The sun comes up. You'd be down on the beach doing the yoga in symphony with the sun on your body. That's the main reason I went down for all these times, because I know it's the Fountain of Youth. I know that. Such a powerful part of my healing since I got this fucking disease has been there. Yeah, absolutely. Standing there with the sun beating on my fucking body, you know, with that fucking ocean, fucking smelling it, tasting it. The power that it puts in you, the strength, it's incredible. It is fucking incredible. You don't even see it anymore. You used to see it, there'd be all kinds of incredible, beautiful Californians at sunup on the beach, stretching, soaking up the sun, getting the strength and the energy. Not anymore. So you can walk, literally, you can go to fucking Pacific Beach and walk literally right down the middle of the fucking road. Down Reed, Noyes, down fucking Jules, any of them. Right down the center of the fucking concrete roads. All of them. You do the same thing in Huntington Beach and all. You know, Venice, any of them. Because all it is fucking tourists. They go down there with the fucking bars and fucking to get drunk. So they go down there, fucking drink all fucking night, party, thinking it's some spectacular cool thing, and then they sleep till fucking noon. So there's nobody up in the morning. Cars? Fuck California. Cars are so littered and lined along the fucking roads you can't even fucking see the landscape. But none of them drive. Why do none of them drive? Why not? They're afraid to lose their fucking parking space. So you ride the coaster up and down. That's what I do. I don't fucking take no fucking car to California. I don't take no car to New York. Washington, D.C., any of it. You gotta be insane to fucking have a car. Why? There's the coaster that goes right up along the fucking ocean. So spectacular. By the way, my favorite train station, by the way, the Junction City, ours is so fucking grand. How about the fucking one in San Diego? Santa Fe. Oh my God, does that place turn me on artistically. What's right around the corner? Oh, the Swartz building. I guess that's Reagan here, right there. Right fucking there. Get on the fucking train. The coaster goes right along the ocean. It's beautiful, has Wi-Fi, it's comfortable, all the way up and down. You look over on the 5, and there's fucking thousands of cars lined up for hours. Because California still thinks populism is alive. They still are addicted to the car. They still identify themselves with the car. When there's so many fucking cars, you can't even identify that you got a car. Oh, I got this fast, cool car. Which was a very cool dynamic in the fucking 60s and the 70s when I was a boy. You'd see these cool fuckers in the fucking hot rods fucking going, I mean, wow, 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 wow. I mean, Beach Boys on Balco. Oh, boys of summer. Them days are gone forever. I should just let them go. Saw a deadhead sticker on a Cadillac. Wow. Utah was the same way. Spectacular. Dad working 40 hours a week. Full medical, dental. We had plenty of money. Everybody had plenty of money. Strongest middle class in human history. Socialism? Oh, boy. That's when it was socialism. I'll tell you, this is a lecture from the #1 MBA fucking course in the world. That program does not exist. Gone. Lock, stock, barrel. Name me the greatest socialist in the history of mankind. The happiest, strongest, socialistic middle class in human history. Name the place and time. You know, there's debate about the 1st, 2nd, 3rd century and fucking along the Silk Road in places of India. It's undebatable. 1945 to 1980, the United States of America. Huh. Yeah. Was the Fed responsible then? Absolutely fucking responsible. Did Volcker do the right thing? Absolutely he did the fucking right thing. Because you could talk about the Fed, you could talk, it's still, it's just a term. These are still individuals and human beings that are making decisions. Greenspan, the greatest terrorist in human history. Destroyed the Fed? Yes. The Fed should be closed down. I mean, it ran its course. Greenspan fucking crushed the Fed. They drank the fucking Kool-Aid and continue to cut this interest rate 0 for how long? Go back. Go back. How long has it been 0? Which all that is in a fucking serious acute dichotomy to a fucking aberration in the knee-jerk. That's all it is. That's what it's for. Stimulus? Continuous stimulus forever? Wreck the fucking dollar? Wrecked the dollar. Crushed it. Does the Fed need to be fucking shut down? Yes. They fucking done. Completely restructured, given back to the fucking government. Strip it away from fucking the powers that be. Let's see, we did that before, and then the government went broke with it. Then the private interest went broke with it. Then the government went broke with it. It's still a matter of fucking individuals and fucking their choices. Ayn Rand, really? You're going to base economic theory and philosophy off a fucking science fiction writer, fucking greedy, self-indulged, fucking mentally ill fucking nutcase on public assistance? One of the biggest fucking cons in human history? Fucking completely fucking whacked. Science fiction writer, really? I'll go back to Mitt Romney when he was running the first time. On the curator, I think it was NPR, goes along fucking, I think it was Gwen Eiffel. She's asking him, what's your favorite book? What's your favorite? By the way, I voted for Dennis. She's like, here we get to Mitt Romney. You think I'll book him on, then? Fuck, whoa. I want to fucking do some reading. Blow your fucking mind. L. Ron Hubbard, he says. I'm like, what the fuck, really? Well, who's he playing to? I mean, these guys are coached on all their fucking things. He's playing to the far fucking right, fucking Republican right. The left. My favorite, here's the dichotomy of the left. Sarah fucking Palin from Idaho, Sandpoint, Idaho, racist as they get. You know, smart fucking, I mean, con woman. Dumb but smart. I mean, poorly educated, but weasel-like smart. She knows what the fuck she's up to. They're hammering her on her ignorance. She says, well, there's, in one of the debates, there's many places in Alaska you can stand and see Russia. Like, you know, that's fifth grade knowledge. Who did we buy it from? I mean, you go out across the fucking islands on the tip. Do you know how close fucking Alaska is to Russia? I'm like, yeah. And they hammer. Oh, yeah, you can say, what? Of course you can see fucking Russia from fucking Alaska. This is a fucking arrogance in the air. Oh, I'm fucking smart because Mommy told me I was smart. I'm always one of the smart ones. Mommy said so. I live in San Francisco, and fucking my parents gave me a house, and I bought my parents' house, a fucking piece of shit that's fucking now worth fucking $1.4 million that I bought for fucking $56,000. So I'm smart and I'm rich. I'm a fucking elitist. I'm Al Gore. I fucking am green. I am green. I'm Jill Stein. I am green. The only thing green about those fuckers is their bank accounts. Let's see, I'm going to build a house that sucks $8,000 of energy a fucking month. Then I'm going to fucking be so arrogant, my ugly fucking ass. I'm going to fucking just grab fucking massage therapists. They got to be in love with me. They got to have one sex with me. Not one, but two. Oh, you get away for attempted rape? Oh yeah, because I'm a San Francisco elitist. As they stand there, Californians make me sick. I'm so disgusted. They're not the Californians that I grew up with. They're not the Californians that I knew. They would cry. They would all cry. I'll tell you what, the greatest Californian that I know right now, who gave me that fucking San Onofre shirt, her, you know how old she is? Well, in her 90s. She's been fighting San Onofre since the day they built it. I've known her for decades. When I got off my rant at the Omni and went on my fucking rant, she did not hesitate. She did not hesitate. After I sat down, she walked right up to me and fucking hugged me. And I looked at her, and she had tears in her fucking eyes. Kevin, you were so fucking great. That's what California was her. These people fucking gave a fuck. They were conscious. They loved the environment. Now, they didn't give a... They lived in these cute little fucking beach homes. They went on the beach in the morning. They didn't take Fifi and Fufu down there and chase away the sea turtles. They stood back and watched the sea turtles. They stood back and watched the fucking sea lions. They stood back and watched the green flash. They stood back and fucking let that fucking sun soak up into their bodies. They ate the fresh produce in the fucking farm. They fucking fished for the fucking yellow fucking tuna. Barbecued them on the fucking beach. Had sex with each other on the beach. That's where my first daughter was created. At the fire pits of fucking La Jolla. Gone. Gone. They come across, fucking killed the buffalo. Then they decide, oh, look at this, redwoods. We've never seen them on Earth. The only place on Earth they exist. They took them. Cut them all down. Robert Barron's on Balco. Let's create a university after a guy who put a bounty on Native Wall Stetner. If you think the fucking West is genocide, you know nothing about the America West, Germans. Slaughtering the natives. Killed it all. It's all gone. Now they go for the mother herself, the Pacific Blue Ocean. California, rest in peace. Fucking soft porn, hard porn. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Californians ought to be fucking ashamed of themselves. Jerry Brown ought to be ashamed of himself. Every one of them ought to be ashamed of themselves. The Pacific, I can't fucking breathe. The Pacific Ocean's dying and they don't care.
All hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Clean